It's a warm welcome to you viewers as we meet on this week's episode of Crime Watch, a program brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, to inform you of our roles and operations. I'm your host, Tendekai Dandaratsi. It's good to have you along. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is concerned with people who continue to flout COVID-19 preventive guidelines and protocols. Of particular concern are people who reluctantly fail to wear face masks, while others improperly put them on, leaving the nose or both the nose and mouth exposed. As a result of this, more people continue to be arrested for flouting this basic requirement. By the 27th of April 2021, the total cumulative figure of arrests for COVID-19 related offences rose to 619,915 after 1,807 people were arrested for failure to wear face masks that particular day. 21 people for opening business establishments without exemptions, while 102 people were arrested for liquor-related offences. Police in Bulawayo arrested Michael Musa, aged 30, for breaching COVID-19 regulations. The suspect hosted a party for his fellow university students in Selborne Park, Bulawayo, which resulted in violence and attack on innocent motorists who were passing by. A cornered motorist had to fire warning shots to evade attack from marauding students. The party organizer clearly contravened COVID-19 regulations, which include a curfew order. The Zimbabwe Republic Police continues to remind Zimbabweans to play their part in the fight against COVID-19. Gatherings should not exceed 50 people. You are also reminded to regularly use an alcohol-based sanitizer or soap and running water to wash your hands. Social distancing should be maintained at all times. Members of the public are warned against visiting or attending unsanctioned gatherings such as parties or gathering at shabins, among other prohibited places.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police is sending out a clear message, a clear warning to members of the public, particularly bar operators, nightclub operators, beer operators, and some restaurants where we have observed that parties are being held, which are running late into the night, and they are openly contravening COVID-19 regulations, particularly the curfew order, which was issued by the government. I want to remind the public that the curfew order is still valid. It runs from 22:00 hours up to 05:30 hours the following morning. So the Zimbabwe Republic Police is going to take stern action. We are going to effect arrest. Besides effecting arrest, we are going to blacklist the operators who are going to be arrested. So we will also engage the relevant government arms to ensure that the licenses, the permits are revoked. What happened in Bulawayo over the weekend should not be repeated, where we had students from a local university who held a party late into the night. They got drunk, they started fighting. In the process, they attacked innocent members of the public who were passing by. So the police had to move in and effect some arrest. This is the message. So people should not cry foul if they are arrested, because we have observed that several bars throughout the country are operating. In some cases, people will be closed inside, and this poses a danger in terms of the health and safety measures put in place by the government. Above all, this acts as a super spreader in terms of fighting COVID-19.
Moving on, the Zimbabwe Republic Police would like to warn bus operators who are involved in smuggling activities in Victoria Falls, Binga, Nyazura, Chirundu and other exit and entry points that the police will arrest them without fail. The relevant ministry will be engaged to revoke their permits or route authority. Police can confirm that the following buses have been impounded and crew arrested while transporting contraband of smuggled goods into the country. Sibs Express AFG 3555 with trailer number AEZ 6946. Muzanzi CB 96XB with trailer number HD 94XB. Karazim ABQ 8745 and Inter-Africa DH20 HPGP with trailer number JV00VNGP. There has been reports of child delinquency rising due to abuse of dangerous drugs. Police in Zhishavani responded to this and accounted for a syndicate involved in illegal drug dealings.
Of late, we've got an upsurge of dealing in dangerous drugs here in Shavani. Recently, we arrested a syndicate of drug peddlers. It was on the 20th of April 2021 when we received information from members of the public to the effect that there were dealings of dangerous drugs at house number 778 Mandawa here in Shavani. I led a team of detectives and other members from ZRP Shavani. We proceeded to house number where we observed the syndicate dealing in dangerous drugs, and we recovered these dangerous drugs. These are sachets of Dakha, these are twists of Dakha, these are also small sachets of Dakha. This is a Rizzler which is used to wrap the dangerous drug for smoking. This is what we call a Bronclear. This is a new drug which is cluster metal. The other names are Dombo or Toriro. This is a new drug which was introduced here recently. The accused persons were taken to court and were remanded in custody. I appeal to members of the public to supply information leading to the arrest of these dealings in dangerous drugs. I also warn members of the public to desist from indulging in these dangerous drugs.
Thousands of Dakha plants have been recovered by police following a discovery of several fields of Dakha at Kent Estates under ZRP Norton Rural. The officer in charge of ZRP Norton Rural, Inspector Victor Chikara, gives us the story.
On Tuesday, the 27th of April 2021, at around 0200 hours, a security farm guard was patrolling the farm. He then bumped into some Dakha plants. He then alerted his management. The management then made a police report, whereupon we swiftly and quickly reacted to the information. We came to the farm. We then decided to go around the farm, and we realized that there were some portions, a part of the farm which had some Dakha plants as well. We have about 1 hectare of this Dakha. We then decided to approach the community. That's when we picked up 3 family members who are assisting us with the investigations. We are appealing to the community to assist us in arresting Farai Matiza, who is on the run, whom we believe is much involved in the growing of Mbanje in this estate.
Crime Watch takes a short break. Join us shortly.
Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watch, and thank you for tuning in. Stock theft has a mandatory sentence of at least 9 years per count, and indulging in this type of criminal activity will certainly land you in prison. But this was not the case for some Bigita men who chose to go on a spree of stealing stock that is dating back from January 2020 to April 2021. Police have since apprehended 9 of them, and they are assisting police with investigations. The cattle that you see behind me are recovered property, and the people that you see surrounding the cattle are actually complainants who have come here to recover their long-forgotten wealth. We spoke to the officer in charge, ZRP Bikita, to shed more light on this case.
As ZRP Bikita, we can confirm that we have arrested 9 accused persons for stock theft. The 9 accused persons have been committing these offences in Ichikuku and Mkore area for over a year. Police investigations have led to the recovery of 76 cattle so far. We are happy as the police that out of the 76 cattle recovered, 50 of them have so far been identified by their owners. Through our investigations, we have discovered that these criminals were working in cahoots with the veterinary officer, Felix Ndojei, who is currently on the run. Felix Ndojei would fraudulently issue fake stock cards in order to mislead some buyers. So most of these buyers would buy these cattle thinking that everything was above board.
They would have continued with these criminal escapades, but police busted this unholy alliance. On arrival by this crime watch crew at the very place where ZRP Bikita are keeping these recovered cattle, we discovered that the complainants were ecstatic and joyful to reunite with their long-lost property.
Ndafaranga zvakaita mapurisa ng'ombe yangu ndaiona yakatashika November musi wa 28 November ine zamu ngemunhu wakabaito nhasi yanei yaane mwana makaita yenyu mapurisa ndinomaembera chaizvo.
Ndakashaya mombe yangu musi wa 13 February 2020 ndikandopa ripoti yangu pachikuku. Ndadaro ndakagara kusvika nhasi, zuva ranhasi ndakaiona mombe yangu.
Takazofara tanzwa vati uyai muone mombe dzenyu dzawanikwa nemapurisa kwanyika. Takauya pano ndakawana mombe yangu, mufaro wangu wakanyanyisa. Chikurukuru sei tinotenda mapurisa emuno muBikita.
Ndakashaya ng'ombe yangu musi wa 8 March gore rapera. Ndikazofonerwawo nevana kuHarare kuti zvanzi kwanyika kwanzi kune ng'ombe dzakawanikwa ikoko, indai ikoko mundoitsvaka. Ndokuuyawo kuno ndokuionawo. Tichitendawo ivo mapurisa emuno muBikita vese mapurisa ese akatibetsera kuti zvinhu zvedu zvetisunungurewo. Saka ndine mufaro nazvo.
Mapurisa ataibatana navo vaiva nemwoyo wekutidawo uye vairwadziwa sekurwadziwa kwataiita. Vakamhanyawo mundima kutibatsira kutsvaga mombe.
Sergeant Lloyd Masundiri of the Community Relations Liaison Office, Masvingo Province, took advantage of this gathering to educate some of the community members on stock theft preventive methods.
Tinokukurudzirai kuti muve nemichiso yemombe dzenyu zvitibatsire kudzivirira kurasika kana kubiwa kwemombe. Michiso iyi inowanikwa kwatinotora zvitupa nemabirth certificate kunonzi kwaregistrar. Mombe ikangwera chisiwa nemuchiso iwoyu, chero ikaindepi zviri nyore kuti iwanikwe. Tinokukurudzirai zvakare semapurisa kuti pamisha yedu matanga ngave padhuze nedzimba dzedu. Panguva zvakare ino yakusvika nguva yekuda kuti tisairire mombe dzedu, ngatidzitevererei tidzipfigire zuva nezuva. Patinodzipfigira tione kuti dzakakwana here. Kana mukanga maona vanhu vamusingazivi vachingofamba munharaunda dzenyu, ngatizivisei mapurisa chero masabhuku edu. Handitika tidzivirire kubiwa kwemombe, tichengetedze pfuma yedu.
On the other hand, we want to urge members of the public to continue supplying information to the police for investigation purposes. We want to tell members of the public that no stone is going to remain unturned, and all suspects or accused persons are brought to book, and also all stolen stock are going to be recovered.
A milestone achievement by the Zimbabwe Republic Police, in particular ZRP Bikita, busting a stock theft criminal syndicate that had been clandestinely operating for over a year, making use of a trusted lieutenant, that is veterinary officer by the name Felix Ndojei of Mandisiza village under Chief Mukanganu in Bikita. He's the 6th suspect and is currently on the run. Police is asking for anyone with information that may help in locating this accused person to visit any police establishment. Cattle is a symbol of wealth in our African culture. Let us work together in safeguarding it.
That was our reporter Eliot Kuzai Ganyani, who recently visited Bikita to make a follow-up on the arrest of stock thieves. Now let's join Mr. Ernest Muchena of the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe as he gives us more on the harmonized SADC signs and signals introduced in the region.
The major purpose of harmonized SADC signs is to ensure that there is smooth flow of traffic and there is correct interpretation of road traffic signs and signals by drivers who are driving in the region and any driver who may have arrived from any part of the world. We visited Mbodzi roundabout where we have observed that the traffic engineer has tried to decongest the roundabout by erecting SADC signs that prohibit stopping. Behind me is the new harmonized no stopping sign, which does not bear any English words, but can be correctly interpreted by any driver who may be driving in the country. To the left of that sign, that is where we have the Harare Masvingo Road. And the law says no driver shall stop his or her vehicle on that part of the roadway or any shoulder of the roadway. But as you can see in the background, we have buses and private cars that are violating the law. We would like to warn all such drivers that they risk losing their operators' licenses or risk being arrested by the Zimbabwe Republic Police as they continuously flout the regulations and cause congestion at Mbudzi roundabout. As road safety practitioners, the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe would like to urge road authorities to ensure that they decongest areas by using the available SADC signage. Beyond this roundabout, there is a no stopping sign, which makes it an offense for drivers to stop on any portion of the road. However, we would like to recommend that they put a no hitchhiking sign, R207, which prohibits any person from attempting to secure a lift at that point. It also makes it an offense for a driver to pick up passengers within 500 meters of that sign. In that way, we will decongest Mbudzi roundabout and many other places where hitchhiking coupled with congestion have resulted in drivers finding it difficult to get from point A to point B within an estimated time.
Welcome to the third and final segment of Crime Watch. Police-public partnerships are key in the eradication of crime. ZRP Chipinge Urban works with various community policing initiatives to achieve this noble cause.
Munzvimbo medu tinosangana nemhosva dzakawanda dzinosanganisira dzekupaza mudzimba vanhu vachiba, dzekurowana, dzekuba mombe zvipfuyo, dzekuurayana nedzekubata chibharo nedzemhirizhonga mudzimba. Pakuedza kudzivirira mhosva idzi tine nzira dzatinoshandisa samapurisa. Chekutanga tine mapurisa atinoisa munzvimbo medu achitenderera nguva dzemasikati nenguva dzeusiku. Tabvapo tinoitazve macampaigns muvanhu imomo munzvimbo dzese mudhorobha nemumaruzevha imomo matinopolisa. Toita macampaigns akawanda chose tichikurudzira vanhu kuti vazvidzivirire pamhosva idzi. Tiri kukurudzira vanhu kuti varambe vachishanda nesu, vachidyidzana nesu mapurisa. Tinowanikwa tichikwanisa kubata wapari wemhosva wacho.
As a result of such partnerships, a number of arrests and recoveries have been made. Some of the cases include unlawful entry into premises and theft.
We enjoy a good working relationship with members of the public in Chipinge district, where we engage the bike force members of the Neighborhood Watch Committee in the fight against the crime. We also work hand in glove with members of Crime Consultative Committee who assist in mobilizing resources and mapping strategies to fight crime. We also encourage other members of the public to join these community policing initiatives in the fight against the crime.
In our CCC, we've got back force, which is also part and parcel of us. We've got business people around. We've got all the other committee persons who are in our wards, who are also part of our CCC. The main reason is for us to try by all means to combat crime, whereby we're saying information comes from all corners of the district, whereby it will be easier for our police to catch up with the crimes, and also us also giving them advice on what we can do to work together in order to reduce crimes. So we are saying, normally what we are saying is like we are saying we have got scarce resources, whereby we are actually saying the business community normally chips in terms of maybe fuel, if they need fuel, even transport, especially in cases whereby we've got people who are deceased. and they need to be transported to our local mortuaries. So it means we as business people, we've got people who chip in to assist. And this is the high time whereby we should not even hide anything that is happening, things like corruption. If they're actually happening, we need to come forward and say there is crime happening somewhere, there is corruption taking place, so that we can try by all means to fight that and make our environment a user-friendly environment.
Before we come to the end of this week's episode, here are some of the people on the police wanted list. Admire Mushingaidze of house number 4682 Budiriro 1, Harare, is wanted by Glenview Police Station for unlawful entry and theft. Kumbulani Siwela of house number 6144 Pelandava, Blawayo, is wanted by Western Commonage Police Station, Blawayo, for rape. Edmond Dava, aged 41 years, of plot number 41, Kinberg Farm, Gweru, is wanted by Gweru Rural Police for robbery. Anyone with information that may help us in locating these people can contact any nearest police station or contact us on the following details. Our National Complaints Desk number is 0242 703 631. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw. Email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. Alternatively, you can link with us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe or like us on Facebook page Zimbabwe Republic Police. Be reminded that all Crime Watch episodes are accessible on our YouTube channel Zimbabwe Republic Police. We encourage you to sanitize regularly, wear your face mask at all times properly, and maintain social distancing at all times, as well as adhering to COVID-19 lockdown regulations. Together we can fight COVID-19 as much as we fight crime. Until we meet again next time, pleasant viewing.